It's the NFL on EA Sports,
where we'll see a rematch from Super Bowl 33. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos.
And it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go from Denver. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
I really like this young quarterback, Mike. I think there's a lot of things that he does very well. I mean, the arm talent, it allows you to expand the playbook, his mind. He can process information both quickly and decisively. Pocket presence, impressive as well. He rarely finds himself in situations where he's a sitting duck. Now, can he put all of that together and operate an NFL offense? That's what we want to see here today. And so far, I think he's shown a lot of hope that he can grow into a future franchise quarterback. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
On second down, it's Nix. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. Nix from the gun. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. D. Alford on the return for the Falcons. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. They're going to bring him down at the 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. First down, picked up on the ground.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. They go play action with Cousins. That is hauled in at the 5. He is in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. David Onyemata in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline. sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He finds his tight end, Dulcich.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their second possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Pitts is the man in motion. 2nd down, Cousins. He gets this one to Moore. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Off the play fake, here's Cousins. That's complete. He's got it to London. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one is caught by Mooney. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Pitts is the man in motion. Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down. Here's Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, Cousins. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. And this will pay off. It is caught. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, offensive coordinators script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
On is Koo for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be brought down at the 45. Caden Ellis in on that stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw is Nix. He connects with Mims. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's Nix to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins gonna throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Cousins now on 2nd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Baron Browning. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is caught. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. A gain there of 13 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray McLeod on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Javonte Williams heading out with the Broncos for their next drive. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Reynolds is the motion man here. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims.
The connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Throwing is Nix. That's to the former Lion, Josh Reynolds. And they have the 1st down, so they get the completion on 1st and 5, and now they'll set up 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Finds his tight end, Dulcich. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll go play action with Nix. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. so it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Pitts is the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That one taken in by London. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Second down, Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable.
And he's into the end zone. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Dulcich now brought in motion. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll manage to get to the 33. David Onyemata in on the tackle. Throwing. Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They run over center with Williams. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Mims sent in motion here. In trouble, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Nix. That is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, like you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. Open man downfield. That's London. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. To throw is Nix. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Nix to throw. Hit as he threw it, and the pass is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll throw. It's Nix. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Broncos.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's a sideline shot. Caught by Sutton. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Nix. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. A second effort, and he is in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos are able to cut into the deficit. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and Drake London set to take over once more, and seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Here's 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Falcons are in the lead. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Avery Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Pitts is the man in motion. A first down throw for Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. And here's Bijan. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing his Cousins. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
To return, it's Mims. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Nice first down pickup there by Troy Franklin. And, Mike, if there's one thing he is not going to have to learn or make a real big adjustment in the NFL is from time and time again, they're just going to tell him, go deep, run fast, and we're going to throw it as far as we can because there might not be a more explosive receiver in this rookie class than Franklin. 14 touchdowns last year. That was tied for 3rd in the FBS. This guy is a home run hitter, and they're going to try to give him as many opportunities downfield all season long.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He gets this complete to Dulcich.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. Good running inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Mims sent in motion here. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Broncos are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Mooney in motion. Play action now. It's Cousins. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. The Falcons getting their punter out there. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go play action with Nix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
1st and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. A throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing, Nix. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Denver 1st down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
On 1st down, it is Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Back to throw is Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance.
And he will get into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2. They send Sutton in motion. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run here. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. There's that man again. Another catch. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Big time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking. There's no need to rush, but you have to execute your offense and make sure you end this drive with points.
Nix now to throw it here on first down. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing is Nix. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Play action now. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Second down. Nix. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Here's Nix to throw. He's got it to tight end, Adam Troutman.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll stick to the ground. And he is going to have the Broncos first down. They find a way to convert on 4th down and pick up 10 yards.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
Back to throw. He's got his big tight end. Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, Denver. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2. We'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. McLeod now to return. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
They'll run. Open space to the 35. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Cousins. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Cousins. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Williams. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
The Broncos bringing out their punter. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Throwing his Cousins. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Nearly gave the ball back to his offense with a short field to work with. And tell you what, if I'm this defensive coordinator, I'm going to have all my guys on the jugs machine this week after practice, because when the quarterback gives you a gift like that, you've got to come away with that pick.
Play action now. It's Cousins. Left side in the hands of London. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
They go play action with Cousins. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Nice grab there by Mooney, and plays like this are really the main reason why the Falcons made it a point to sign him this offseason. And his talent has always been undeniable. He just has to find a way to stay on the field and prove it.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Here's Robinson. He works free, right side. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
They'll run with Robinson. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Here comes second down. Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. They'll go again with Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. They'll run with Robinson. Good blocking, and he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one taken in by Reynolds. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Broncos.
Well, after that conversion, now the conversation on the sideline is, what do we do if we score? Are we content with just kicking an extra point and tying this thing up? Or does this coach decide to go for the 2-point conversion and try to win in regulation? First things first, they're going to have to score, but, man, I hope we get to see that decision.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It's a big play when they needed it the most, to gain of 43 yards. Here we go. One final play. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.